Okay, so now that we've got our basic test and we can run the test and we actually can view the results, we're going to work with some other things that were added to the test. Now, one of the things when we use the Blaze Meter demo is that it throws these constant timers in there. And what these are, this records the amount of time it took that we spent on each one of these pages. Um, Now, for some of them, like this first one, they're 0 seconds. It just, we hit it, we put it in there, we hit it, and it went right next to, you know, we didn't spend any time on it. But we could add it to it. We can, however we want to do that. Um, that it's up to us. We might want to leave it there. We could remove the timer altogether. Um, whatever we need to do. All right, so here on this though, this is on the reserve page. It recorded 15,780 milliseconds. So that translates out to 15 seconds, 15, almost 16 seconds. For the purchase page, it was 7,000, so like 7 seconds on that page, and 25,000 on this page. Uh, so the thing is that this is constant. This is how long it's going to take every time this test is run, which is fine, but it's not real. How one person uses the system is going to be different than another person is going to be using the system. So let's just, for the sake of argument here, uh, we'll go through this and we'll kind of make more sense out of it, right? So for our landing page, what we'll do is we're just going to, we're going to add this in, all right? But we're going to add in a short one. So for this one, we're going to add in a different timer. This is a uniform random timer. What this does is that it will give a random delay maximum. That's how long, the maximum amount of time it will it will it could possibly wait between on that page. And then here, this is a constant delay offset. So we can, if we leave it at 0, then we're saying anywhere between 0 seconds and 1 second, we're going to fire off this page. It's not going to exactly be right on top of it. It'll be at different times. Now, this will be good is if we have 10 users at one time, they're not all going to start off right away. Some will start off right away, some will start off half a second later, some will start 3/4 of a second later, maybe some will start a quarter second later. They'll start off all different times working on this. So this is kind of your kickoff timer. So we're going to set that up for this way, 0 to 1,000 milliseconds or 1 second. And we're going to go ahead and remove this constant timer. Now we want to look here, we want to do the same thing with these. What we do want to do is take into consideration the recorded time. So that's how long it would take an average person maybe to do this. I was talking, but who knows? I mean, I know I take a long time to do fill out forms sometimes. So I'm going to go ahead and add another random timer to this. So however you want to do it, you can take this and maybe make it a maximum time of 2 seconds. All right, of 2 seconds, right? Because we look here, it was, that's 20 seconds. All right, so we got a maximum time of 20 seconds. We spent 15 seconds on it before. All right, so but here, let's just say, we're going to make a minimum, an absolutely constant time of 5 seconds. So anywhere between 5 seconds and 20 seconds, this page is going to fire, and we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one too. I'm really not sure if you have 2 timers on there. I would hope that the highest one would win. Um, let's just continue with our timers. We'll go here and do the same thing for the purchase, and we see that it was 7 seconds. So let's make this a maximum of 10 seconds and then make this a minimum of 1 second. So anywhere between 1 second and 10 seconds, this page is going to fire. Well, let's go ahead and remove that. And then for a final page, I know I was talking for a long time before we ended the test. So, and really that's just a click of a button. So I think that timer is a little bit unrealistic. So we'll fix that. So the time it takes somebody to read and verify. So let's give them a minimum of 2 seconds to, again, let's make this 20 seconds. All right, and this anywhere between 2 seconds and 20 seconds, this last one will fire off. And again, what that does is that gives us that time we need to make sure that all is good, that it's randomized. It's not the same thing each time. Now, when we run through this one time, it's not very helpful, but it will be helpful later. So that's the timers. I think I'm going to close this and I'll come back and I'll show you how to add some graphs and charts.